Today's commencement speech is dedicated to the class of 2020. Who am I? My name is Wockenfuss. I grew up the youngest of 7 boys in the small town of Ipswich, South Dakota. I've had a pretty interesting life filled with lots of stories. But today I'm not here to talk about myself. Today I want to encourage you, the graduating class of 2020, high school and college students all across the country. We certainly are living in unprecedented times right now, with much of the way that we do life changed or interrupted because of the COVID-19 pandemic. I was recently thinking about some of my nieces and nephews and how them and their classmates would be missing and not being able to participate in a traditional graduation ceremony. You know the ones, walking the aisles, crossing the stage, receiving their diplomas. And even though the audience is instructed to not shout or clap until every graduate has crossed the stage, there's always that one crazy uncle that decides when their niece or nephew or student goes across the stage that they're going to shout and yell, "Way to go, Emma!" Woo! Kind of like that. Congratulations, Emma, by the way. I'm her uncle. All right. Congratulations. She's graduating this year. Well, my heart began to break for Emma and other students who are going to be graduating, crossing into this milestone in their life. And I thought, what can I do? And then it dawned on me, hey, I'm a speaker. So I borrowed my daughter's cap and gown, and I prepared this short commencement keynote address that I hope will inspire, encourage, and equip you to overcome in life and discover hope. So here goes. As I mentioned earlier, I grew up in a small town with humble beginnings, in a house not much larger than the one that I'm standing in front of today. 3 bedrooms, 7 boys, 1 bathroom, mom, dad, and a single stall garage. We had a garage. We didn't have much, but we had a garage. Apple, Microsoft, Disney, Amazon, Google, Harley-Davidson, Hewlett-Packard, Mattel, Dell, and Nike. When we think of these 10 names, we think of the biggest, most successful companies in the world. Huge office spaces and rich founders. However, they weren't always so big, and the founders weren't always so rich. They too had to start somewhere. Many would be surprised that these large companies came from the most humble beginnings. People we now know as billionaires were actually just common, ordinary people. What separated them from the rest was their thoughts, actions, and commitment to build something big, even if it meant starting small. And actually, all of these companies started in a garage. When we hear stories of success of people who started with little and went on to achieve great things and success in life, it inspires us. It gets us thinking, hey, maybe I could do that, or I've got an idea that could maybe be awesome. So here we are in this moment of time, in the midst of a global pandemic, social distancing, and fighting an invisible enemy in COVID-19. And yet time continues. And you are graduating, and you're entering into your next step in your life. For some, it means higher education. For some of you, it's your first job or career. And for others, you may be taking over the family business, or maybe you're starting your own business. And there are some, you're still undecided. Wherever you are in life, it's okay. My challenge to you as you move forward today is to remember your ABCs. Not the ABCs that you learned in kindergarten. Those are important too. But these ABCs. A, the ability to think. You have the ability to think. Albert Einstein is often quoted as saying, if you gave me an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes solving it. Because he realized that sometimes the problems that we encounter in life aren't always the problems on the surface that we see immediately, but it involves us taking the time to really think about it and get to the root of the problem so we can discover some viable solutions. You have the ability to think, so think critically and think big. B, bravery to act. Each of the founders in those companies that I mentioned earlier had to do something more than just think about what they wanted to do. They had to put their faith into action. They had to do something. And it takes courage. And sometimes people might think that you're crazy for the idea or the product that you have in mind. But I continue to encourage you today. Be brave and take action. C, commitment. Commitment not just to anything, but commitment to problem solving. Every successful person I've ever studied in any endeavor in life has had the characteristic of commitment. They were willing to commit. My challenge to you is to have a commitment to problem solving. Problem solvers are one of the most valuable resources that we have. If you are a problem solver, you will always be in demand. Commit to being a problem solver and commit to problem solving. Now my time with you is coming to an end, and I reflect on this valuable piece of advice that I actually got from a young person prior to me sharing at a baccalaureate service. He said this, dude, if you want it to be remembered by me and my friends, keep it short. So, with that advice, I issue this final challenge as you enter into your next step in life. Remember your ABCs. Go change the world. World, I present to you the graduating class of 2020. Look out, because here they come. Class of 2020, congratulations. Woo! Now go have some fun. Life's way too short to be boring. Yeah!